Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope, all with the username Tiffany TLC Music. It's going to take me a second to be able to see who is hopping on. I am not going to be on long. I wasn't going to come on at all today after the intense day that's played out in our nation here in the U.S. I have been a little overwhelmed with that. Hi Murhad, hi RN. There are a bunch of folks on. If you are new and you like the music, please be aware, if you're not already, that Periscope is going to be leaving us March 31st. So you will no longer be able to watch me on Periscope after March 31st, but you can still watch me on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So I hope you will follow me in one of those spots, and also on Twitter to get messages like the one I was going to send out saying I wasn't coming on today, but then I realized I had to come on for a short minute. I'm going to do a couple of songs that I hope can invite us into a sense of hope out of this really sad day that played out in our capital, intense day. Hi Terry, how are you doing? I almost didn't come on today because of what's been going on in the news. It's been pretty distressing. But I think I'm going to do a couple songs. I'm going to do One Candle, and this is a song about coming together with a sense of hope out of a sense of hopelessness and despair. And it seems fitting. When you've one short candle in your hands and its flame is slim and it's flickering, when the clouds are thick and the moon is thin and your sight is dim, come to me, oh come to me, let us stand as one, lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. We'll make our way through the night, holding hands warm and tight. More will join as we go, step by step, however slow. So come to me, oh come to me, let us stand as one, lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. To navigate, we'll collaborate, not engage in hate, commit to share one fate, going peacefully with empathy, integrity, inclusivity. So come to me, oh come to me, let us stand as one, lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. We let science guide, set the unprovable aside, keep open minds, see what we find. We look inside, see where bias hides, expose it to light, invite it to take flight. So come to me, oh come to me, let us stand as one, lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. May take time, now and then we'll fall, but someday we'll reach our goals. Safety, equality, opportunity for all humanity. So come to me, oh come to me, let us stand as one, lift our candles Thanks for listening to that. This has been a very intense day in our country, and I just, the verse in the song where I talk about we'll let science guide, set the unprovable aside. I do wish that we had more thorough countrywide, leadership-wide commitment to truth as a preeminent principle and fact, and because we can see where things can go as they have in our capital today when there is not that thorough commitment from the top. And it's been really, really sobering and sad. That's how I feel about it. And that song kind of was actually written at the beginning of this period of time we've been in for years now, and seems like a fitting end, but a bit sad as well. So on the plus side, well, this is much less. This is just for me and for people who have this particular sense that there will be better hope with a different Senate situation. I am very happy. I volunteered, and I started the day with just ecstatic about that success, and then what a roller coaster of a day it's been. So my heart goes out to everyone. I know there are a lot of people who I believe truly believe that the election was stolen. And good evening, Tanny, welcome. And my heart goes out to you, because that must be a really painful, scary conviction to have right now under these circumstances. I wish for shared reality for all of us that was not the case, and that we could have less division and less of a split on things that are, facts, I guess, and more of a discussion about what we can do to make the world a better place in light of those facts. I actually have a song about that specifically. I sang it just yesterday, and I could sing it again. I wanted to just have this be a short broadcast. Maybe I will sing that again, and then I'll also sing Persist at the end. For anyone new, or just thanks for the heart. There are a lot of folks on Periscope right now. If you've never been on before, please be aware, if you're not already, Periscope will be going away on March 31st. And so there are other places you can watch me. I'm simulcasting always on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube as well. So you can follow me at Tiffany TLC Music, all one word, at any of those three places, plus Twitter to get messages from me. Thanks for the hearts. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I am going to do again That Brand New Day. This is a song that I wrote at a time when I felt a little bit more optimistic about us seeing eye to eye on facts. My thought was, if we could each be open-minded around and just a stickler for what's provable, then we over time will see the same signs and be able to choose the same paths. And I do feel less optimistic about us seeing eye to eye on facts. However, events like what happened today, maybe will help us hit bottom on this path we've been on on this path some of our leaders have been on, of encouraging us to believe things that maybe benefit them but aren't necessarily true. When we talk about change in the world, well, we don't have to agree, but maybe I could learn from you and you could learn from me, so that one day at a time, a step by step, we can climb and we can find our way to that brand new day. Knowledge, it is emergent, that's what they say, so let's learn something new each and every day, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb, and we can find our way to that brand new day. And if we search, let us search with open minds, we just might see the same signs, and so choose the same paths more and more of the time, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb, and we can find our way to that brand new day. And so that we all can come together, I hope we avoid judgment and look for solutions for the 100%, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb, and we can find our way to that brand new day. And maybe, just maybe, if we reach out and we speak about those changes that we seek, and help others do that too, why, we can make it through, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb, and we can find our way to that brand new day. Hey, Carrie. One more verse. Gotta dim the screen a little bit. Now it may seem much too hard, even hopeless at times, but together we're unstoppable. The better world is possible, so one day at a time, step by step, let us climb, so we can find our way to that brand new day, saying one day at a time, step by step, but let us climb, so we can find our way to that brand new day. Hey, Carrie. You know, what a roller coaster of a day. I started the day out being very ecstatic about all my hard work and a bunch of other volunteers' hard work paying off. I think we just eked it out in an amazing way. But at this point, I'm feeling very dispirited and sad, just really sad about what's taken place in our capital. And that's what I've been talking about this whole broadcast. I did one candle, and I just did I want to that brand new day, in a hopes that we can really bridge the gap. I'm just so sad at how much people in positions of trust have used those positions in ways that have hurt people, that have led them to commit crimes, in our state capital. And I'm just in our U.S. Capitol, and I'm just so I'm really sad. What a sad vision, and that happened. The what we saw, and I know what's really sad is I know there are a lot of people on here. They've come on before who really believe that, and so that's what I was talking about. The song, is talking about facts, and just hoping we can turn the page and come to a place where there's sort of a wake-up call for leaders who are learning maybe just how dangerous it is to purposefully mislead people to this level. It's really good for you, Carrie. Good for you. I'm just all mixed up. really, it's been such a roller coaster. I'm glad. No, I think that once this, it just, you know, and I kind of knew this when I saw the winds coming to the fore. Even yesterday, when I thought, wow, what if we pull this off? You know, yeah, toward the end of the day, I was thinking, wow, how is that going to go over? And I do think that it kind of fueled this sense of despair and outrage by people who truly have bought into the message that the election was stolen, and the federal election for president, and here's what it's brought us to, you know. And it's really sobering. It's really sobering. So I feel like right now I'm kind of a little weighted down by that. You've cursed enough. Yeah, I hear you. I'm just more sad, I guess, and just sort of sobered. And it's just that you keep thinking you can't get any more sad or more. I'm not worried, really. I'm more just sad. So let's do persist, because there's still a lot of things to persist through. I mean, it's great that I'm so ecstatic that we won after all this hard work, and I recognize how much less it means than it could mean if we retained full belief in our system. Right now, I won't say it's a hollow victory, because it's not. It's very meaningful, and I'm very glad certainly to have it than not. And yeah, I mean, of course. And who wouldn't have, you know? I mean, it's in the sense that, I mean, this is what a lot of people are talking about. It's like, wow, how are we not more, how was the Capitol actually overrun? Why was there not more security? It's all very distressing and just part of the sadness, I guess. Like, really? I mean, wow. And we, you know, everybody had been predicting some potential problems, to say the least. And so that's sort of all the more reason why you would have thought there might be more preparation. But so I'm sure there'll be investigations about exactly what happened. But in the meantime, it's just, this 4 years, this has been really hard, at least for me and for, I know, you and a lot of people. And I'm just like, here we go again, another just blow, another hard thing. And I'm just so tired, you know, I'm so sad and tired. So my celebratory mood, I'm sure, will come back as this fades and we get through this. But it's right now, I'm very much, I don't know, very much caught up in that. So let's just do one more song, Persist, because I need, hello from Dubai. Oh, so good to see you. I guess that's it, Carrie, the misguided devotion. That's what pains me, is I try to always be empathic first above all else. And so my first thought when I see people there is, oh, you know, and I don't want to be patronizing because there's some real belief, right? But I couldn't be more clear that the truth is the opposite. And so from my perspective, it's misguided, and it's and tragically so. I mean, there are people that are going to go to prison for long periods of time, most likely. And it may not be the leaders who encouraged the misleading perceptions. It'll be the people on the ground who were, you know, misled. So anyway, persist. I need persist. And I didn't think this would be the song. Are you sad today? Why are you sad? I'm sad as well. I'm sad about what's happened in my country's capital today. Why are you sad? I'm sorry to hear that you're sad. You know, what happened today in our capital must be really bad for me to be sad on balance when also what happened today was an amazing thing for our Senate. Things happen fast. Yeah, sometimes they happen too fast. let's do this song Persist, and then I'll have to end. I was writing a Twitter message to say I can't come on today. I'm just too absorbed with all this stuff. But I thought, no, I got to be there for other people who might be also affected. So just short, but hopefully helpful. This is a song about persisting on with things that are important, and I wrote it to keep me going with my political work, but could be about anything. We got a lot to slog through, even with, Carrie, what you and I would consider great news with the Senate and a lot of power to make things better. That's great. But there's a lot of fixing and healing and almost reconstruction, that's needed. And so there's a lot to slog through. There's a lot we've got to persist through and work through as a country. Sisters and brothers, and I know it's been hard, but I know you are weary. That's great, maybe even scarred, but just look what we've done. Let love lead the way. We've made all of the difference, Molly, so we'll continue this way. Yes, we will act, we will resist, we will persist every day we exist. 'Cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, we know we've got this when we stand for love and empathy for all. We find solutions that help everyone stand tall. And when we do it together now, that's great, Molly, standing side by side. No. Oops. Oh, no, that was right. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Yes. Leaning on each other now. We're up on the right. So yes, we will act. We will resist. We will persist every day we exist. Also when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, we know we've got this. When every single one of us, every single one, does something each day to make the world more fair, and does it in their own way, big or small. We value it all, 'cause when we include everyone, we rise, like the sun. So yes, we will act, we will resist, we will persist every day we exist. 'Cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, we know we've got this. Yeah, I know, we know we've got this. Molly, I've gone on a whole thing that was at the beginning of the broadcast, so I don't want to repeat it all. You can check out the replay, but I almost didn't come on because we've been glued to the TV all day, which we do not do except in extreme circumstances, and this has been one. We started off the day ecstatic, obviously, with the Senate victories, and I feel like the volunteers, like us, really made the difference because it was marginal what happened there, and the turnout was amazing, and that was so exciting. And then it was like, what in the heck is happening in the Capitol, Okay, Carrie, now I heard that he had been suspended for 12 hours. But that it was pending deletion of his tweets. So, right on, sister. But anyway, I was writing a Twitter message and I was like, I gotta come on. I gotta at least sing a couple of these songs to keep us going, because what a day. It was so crazy. And I just when you each day of these 4 years, you thought it can't get any more, what you name your word, 12 hours. Okay. 12, scary. It can't get any more like sad. It can't get any more depressing. It can't get any more disturbing. It can't, and it does. And today was just like jaw-dropping to see what was going on in the Capitol, to see people sitting on Nancy Pelosi's desk and lawmakers laying on the floor, terrified, and windows broken. I just was like, what? What? How? First, I just, on two levels. One, so concerned that was even possible. I'll bet, Molly. Oh my goodness. I'm so concerned that was even possible, and so there's that, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of investigating there. But also very sad for the people, that really have, it's terrifying, that really have believed this. And because empathy is my go-to, is always the place I try to go to first when I see people that I disagree with or that I'm concerned about what they're doing. But I feel like so many of these people, I believe have been misled and by leaders who are, focusing on what those misperceptions can bring them in terms of personal benefits. Yeah, Carrie, there was a really scary picture of a woman laying on the floor. I don't remember who she was, going, and then this guy, some other legislator, like comforting, like holding onto her hand, like it's okay, She was like hand over her heart, laying on the floor, like squished between, I don't know, pieces of furniture. I mean, there have been so many people from Trump on down, who have leaders who have. I saw this really wonderful guy. I can't remember who he was on the other night, and he landed right on it. He said, when we lose sight of truth and trust as the primary goals, bad things happen. It was a very simplistic analysis, but it was like, yes, it's simple but true. When we sacrifice truth and the trust that truth brings for anything else. Yeah, I haven't even gotten to hear about the stories of that. I mean, the details of that shooting, except that she died. And people of good faith who are just maybe, more susceptible to being misled, for whatever reason by this particular source, have been misled and some of them, a lot of them are going to go to jail, and are going to, because they've been misled, and certainly there are a certain number of folks who probably are leaders within that, that own group, and maybe they would have been there regardless of any misleading that leaders have done. But wow, on the floor, Wow, wow, wow. That will be so interesting to see. You can see why I barely came on here, not only because I just have been too preoccupied, but also because the news just keeps evolving. So that's it for me. If you need more, music medicine, check out the first couple songs I did, One Candle and that Brand New Day again, because it seemed... Did I not predict yesterday? I said, I hear that we're doing really well in Georgia. I have a bad feeling about what's going to come next. We need to find a way to bridge the division in our view of the facts. And then I sang that song. I was like, well, it's perfect again today. Yeah. Well, you all hang in there. This is yay. I'm trying to remain somewhat focused periodically on the fact that we're going to turn the page on this, and our new administration will be empowered barely sufficiently to pass legislation, with our new Senate, and thank goodness for that. Right now, I will say 90% of my brain is just focused on getting through these next, however many days now, 14 days, and I'll be able to focus more on celebrating, I think, once we're past this scary stuff, which hopefully we will be. Thanks for being with me. Yeah, right? It was pretty, and you asked the question, wow, where was the preparation? I don't know. I don't want to, but I think there are going to be some questions asked about that for sure. Anyway, thanks for being with me, you all. It's been a really hard day, and I hope it just gets better from here. Thanks for the update, Molly. I'm going to go back to the news and dinner. Yeah, I know. I think he's so afraid of the loss, so afraid of, what's coming his way after losing, and the idea of being a loser. And he's not a well man, I just think that's so true. And I feel for him in that way. And yeah, from that place, I think he wanted some big uprising, Big hug. Yeah, they weren't organized. What if they had been? Instead their focus was like, that's what I mean about being misled. Like they wandered into the cab like, whoa, we got in. Hey, here's my selfie with me at, what if they had been more serious and more prepared to really do damage? I know. It's crazy. Okay, I gotta go then. Well, Molly, Carrie, thanks for hopping on. I'm sure it was hard to pull yourselves away from the news. Thanks for being with me, and we'll make it through this. Hopefully we won't be so engaging tomorrow on the news that I won't even hesitate to come on. But if I do, I will tweet out that I'm not coming on, but we'll see. All right. Now you guys have got me so eager to go check out what's happening. Thank you. Love you all. Yeah. Mwah. Sorry. No, sorry. All right. Bye, everyone. Take care. Hang in there, folks. Good night.